It's a shame it happened. And I just want everybody to take notice of that. Don't trust anybody online.
Hell no.
Especially if they're sitting over here and over there. Don't trust any of these because they'll screw you.
Unfortunate story hit the news outlets this week. Not involving Alexa Bliss, but involving Alexa Bliss's name. And she, along with Liv Morgan, I know are two that have constantly been used, their image, their likeness, their names, to go after people online. And I don't know, like, for me personally, I can never, ever imagine being caught up in something like this. But Dutch, we had a scam situation involving an elderly gentleman who actually passed away in 2023. So this is an older story that just came to light. But his son-in-law was talking to, I believe, the Daily Mail, or his son was talking to the Daily Mail in the UK, and basically described how this scammer posed as Alexa Bliss and started making these just weird stories about how Vince McMahon was, she was ignoring Vince McMahon's like advances, and she was being, there's a lot of weird different things, but basically it ended up being where they went down the rabbit hole and she needed money and talked this guy, this 73-year-old dude who never video timed her, who never FaceTimed her, who never called her on the phone, talked this dude into giving her over $700,000. And his son said they could not talk him out of it. And if he didn't pass away in 2023, he's pretty sure he would have kept giving this person who was not Alexa Bliss money.
You think you know all the wrestling stories? There's more you haven't heard yet. Join us on Backstage Pass.
As our expert on old here, Dutch Mantell, can you please try to fill us in on this?
Did you hear that said? This passage. Hey, that's discrimination.
That is really discrimination.
Yeah, that is.
I'm asking you for your wheelhouse here. I don't know what it's like to be an old guy.
Everybody heard it too. So expect a lawsuit in the mail next week if I get it to you. Yeah, this is a shame.
You can have my debt. You can take it.
This is a shame, really. And they cannot find out where this money went. It was an imposter, but they don't know exactly. They know where it went, but they can't pin it on someone, right?
He got catfish.
Yeah.
No shit. And I heard it was like $700,000, $800,000. Oh my God. So, hey, the guy might have wanted to die by this time after he got rid of all his money. But it just goes to show you, hey, you get those scammers all the time. And this guy, whoever scammed him out of it, and it probably didn't take a lot of work either. How old is he?
No. He was 73.
But not anymore. He's gone.
He passed away in 2023.
Okay. Well, it's a shame it happened. And I just want everybody to take notice of that. Don't trust anybody online.
Hell no.
Especially if they're sitting over here and over there. Don't trust any of these because they'll screw you. So anyway.
Yeah. Like SP3, I know she had absolutely nothing to do with it. But I can't imagine like being Alexa Bliss and seeing a story like that, how that would make me feel, how that makes her feel. Like I can't even fathom being in those shoes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how she would feel personally, but it has to be messed up to kind of be used in that way to kind of fool someone, and they pass away thinking that it was you that was taking their money all the time. That can weigh on some people. I think that when you hit a certain celebrity status, you kind of have to. This is kind of what you signed up for your face and your figure to be used in situations like this. You got to say that it's kind of something that you kind of write off to being a celebrity, being someone in front of the camera. But it definitely is. It has to bother her, and I expect people to kind of ask her about it when she eventually does make her return.
Yeah,
But you know what? You know what Vince would have done if he was still around? He'd have taken this and turned it into some kind of an angle.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
1,000,000%. Yeah.
And probably would make it work. I don't know, but it sounds like an angle anyway.
It does.
It's not.
It's really hard to believe. I remember a story, I think it was 1 or 2 years ago, where this guy like thought he was in a relationship with Liv Morgan, like some like 53-year-old dude who like never even met her but was texting with somebody he thought was Liv Morgan, and like his like they did one of these what was it? He got caught on like some YouTube channel, like, hey, let your wife check out your phone or this, that, or the other thing. And then he gave his phone over to his wife and he saw all these texts with somebody who he thought was Liv Morgan. And of course it wasn't. In what world, Hoss? In what world?
Oh.
Some people will believe anything. If they want it hard enough.
He deserved to get caught anyway. Don't ever hand your phone to your wife, even though there's nothing on it. Just don't do it. If you get in the habit of doing it, they'll find something. Oh, what is this? So anyway.
Great life advice from the great Dutch Mantell. Never hand your wife your phone.
No, never,
There's your
never.
headline for this video.
Never
hand your wife your phone.
Even if your house is burned down, you can't get out and your legs broke, don't hand your wife the phone. She'll find something before she calls the fire department.
Just chuck it into the fire and army crawl the F out of there. That's all you got. Oh, my goodness.